Hi Clever More, welcome back to another video. So today I had to take my glasses off because the glare and it's not working today. So today's video is going to be about how God called me to celibacy. So I'll just hop right into it. I had dove really deep into studying how to be like a better wife and how marriages are thriving like in a godly way. Also, I watched a whole lot of how we met videos, like how God wrote our love story, kingdom marriage videos, like all those type of videos, just trying to get like a sense of how people were doing marriage God's way. Like, because I heard all this, like how God puts people together, how God writes people's love stories and stuff like that. And so I just got really deep into that. I watched sermons on marriage, sermons on like dating, all types of stuff, like all relationship stuff. I was diving deep into it and like studying everything about it because I honestly didn't know anything. Like I was ignorant to all this. And so like I can't even when I go back and think about like how broken I guess I was when I got married, like I can't even go back and like beat myself up about it because of the fact like when I dove deep inside of like studying stuff, I was really ignorant. Like I did not know any of this stuff. Like I didn't know this was how stuff was supposed to be done. Relationships were supposed to be done. Dating was supposed to be done. I didn't know that God could bring you a person. I didn't know that we were supposed to be waiting for God to bring us the person anyway. Like all of this was foreign to me. So basically I dived into that and I kept getting over and over and over again that people were celibate before they got married. And obviously we know that like that's in the Bible is don't have sex before marriage, but like people don't do it for whatever reason. And I feel like it's just a thing that we just try to look past or look over. But I just know that God was telling me like if I wanted to like when I wanted to find love again, like if I wanted to do it right, then I needed to be celibate and I needed to like not have sex with anybody because that will weed out the people that are right for me and not right for me. And then that'll also be honoring God. And so I was like, okay, God, I agreed to it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do that. And then one day I was listening to a prophetic word. And she was like talking about buying a ring for yourself, talking about buying a diamond ring for yourself or something like that. And I had felt like that I should like buy a purity ring. Like when God told me about the celibacy thing, like I had started thinking about like maybe I should buy a ring or something to like help me stay on track, like something I can wear that's like so I can remember like this is what I'm doing or whatever. And so I started thinking about purity rings, but it just went out of my mind and I didn't really like dive deep into it. And so when I heard that prophetic word, I thought about it like, oh, maybe I should buy a purity ring because that's kind of what I'm feeling from this prophetic word. And so I go to work and I get on the computer and I start to look up rings online. And at the same time that I'm looking up rings online, I'm also looking up purity ring celibacy stories or whatever on YouTube. Well, at the same time I'm doing that, I'm looking up rings, I'm listening to a YouTube video, and on the computer I see this ring that's like in the shape of a crown. And I had already been writing down like God's princess, like, cause that was the thing that I had kept in my mind about the whole celibacy thing. It's like, you are God's princess. So like, you're God's daughter. You're the daughter of a king. So you don't want to be out here just giving your body away. You don't want to be out here just doing whatever or whatever. So I already had that in my mind, like, I'm God's princess. Like, and then when people always say, like, who are you or whatever, and that's the first thing that comes to my mind is I'm God's princess. And so when I saw the ring that was a crown, I'm like, okay, like, this is cool or whatever. I'm like, I wonder if I should get this. When I tell you, at the exact same time where I put, like, I'm looking at this crown ring, I'm listening to a YouTube video on my phone, and the girl was like, oh, let me show you my ring, my purity ring. When I tell you, it looked like almost the exact same ring that I was looking at on my screen, on my computer screen at work. Like, it was almost the exact same crown type ring. And like, at that moment, it was like God telling me, yes, this is what I want you to do. Yes, it's the ring that I want you to have. So buy this. And I was like mind blown. Like, what? Like, at the exact same moment, I'm looking at this ring thinking like, oh, this is a nice ring because I've been saying, like, I'm God's princess, blah, 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 blah. And then this girl that I'm watching a YouTube video shows her ring and it looks exactly the same. And it's like, that was my confirmation right there. And it was really crazy to me. So I immediately bought the ring, and this is the ring right here. But yeah, that was crazy. Like, nothing like that had happened to me before, like, where it's like exact timing. Well, I can't say that because something like that happened to me. If you go on my Instagram page, I posted a testimony Sunday about like my 401k, and like something like that happened to me about my 401k too. It's like I was super scared to move and not be fully vested in my company. And so I was going to end up staying, but God was telling me to move. And like, God was like, move and just leave the 401k alone. Like, I'll worry about that or whatever. And then, so I end up moving to Georgia or whatever. And then literally 2 days after God was like pressing it on my heart to just move and forget about the 401k, on Transformation Church, I was watching a sermon, and before Pastor Mike comes on, their creative pastor was on there like praying, and he was like, some of you are, what did he say? Some of you are trusting more in your 401k than in God. And so like, that was the first time something ever like directly hit me like that, like where God like actually directly spoke right to me at that moment. But this was the second time, like, where God just spoke directly to me in that moment. And it was just crazy. So yeah, that is how God called me to celibacy and how I have my purity ring. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for future videos. I do want to mention that I still have my Facebook group for Whole Worthy Woman that's on Facebook. If you are separated, if you're newly divorced or divorced and you're still struggling and you just need some encouragement or support, then head over to our Facebook group, and the link is in the description. So thank you for watching our video. Bye. Bye. Say welcome back to another video.
It's another video.
You gotta look in the camera. Look right here. Say welcome back to another video.
A video.
Say this video.